Hello, 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 hello. Hello. I'm very happy to be doing another ASMR video today. If you couldn't tell by my Beatles shirt or the title of the video, I'm gonna be doing a vinyl collection show and tell. So yeah, should we get into it? I think we should. Let's get started. I started my vinyl collection properly last year. I before then just kind of had hand-me-down vinyl, or a couple ones that I just had because I wanted them. I wanted the albums. So also different background today. Expect the unexpected. Anyways, let's get started. The first vinyl that I have is 21 Pilots Clancy vinyl. It's got Tyler and Josh. Tyler is the lead singer. He does all the piano and guitar and ukulele and all that stuff. And then Josh does drums. And he sometimes sings. I went to their concert in Auckland last November, and Josh singing blew my mind. So this album has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tracks. 13 tracks. Unlucky number in some places. Unlucky. My favorites are, I really like Next Semester Live. Next Semester Live. Amazing. My favorite though is definitely Paladin Street. I love Paladin Street. So that is Clancy. It's also got quite a cool spine. So that's Clancy. Next up I have Sufjan Stevens' Javelin album. This is quite a thicker vinyl in comparison to a standard vinyl. I listened to this when I was over in the UK in 2023 when it came out, and I cried a lot, and I was like, wow, I need this. So I bought it. But definitely my favorite track on here is probably between Goodbye Evergreen and Will Anybody Ever Love Me. It's got these beautiful colors. In the front is this beautiful collage. Such a great album. If you haven't listened to this album, why? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will pre-warn you, some of the vinyls that I have, 1, I haven't listened to, and 2, are kind of just random. This is one of those. Next up I have James Galloway, Song of the Seashore, and Other Japanese Melodies. I bought this because my boyfriend really likes Japan. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it that he likes Japan. Also, sorry for the trucks and whatnot. They're doing a bit of construction out and about, so don't mind that. But I got this for $1, and I thought it sounded kind of fun. So So this is this guy. I'm yet to listen to it, but once I do, you'll know about it. My next vinyl to show you is a very special one to me. This is one of probably my favorite artists of all time, Sundara Kama. This is their album Ulifas Alphabet. I'm not quite sure how to actually pronounce that, so please bear that in mind. But this is signed by all of the band members. Unfortunately, Sundara Kama is no more, which really upsets me. But yeah, so we've got Oscar, Hayden, Ali, and Dom. And there's these little skeletons. Skeletons. And it's only one vinyl. The vinyl's actually bright red, which is very, very cool. But my favorite songs out of the 13, another 13-track album, I really like a lot of them. Symbols of Joy and Eternity is really amazing. So is Green Hands. Home, There Was Never Any Reason to Feel So Alone. Rainbow Body. Illusions, and A Song for My Future Self. I actually love the entire album, but it's really hard to choose. But this is the Sundara Kama logo here. So that is Oliver's alphabet. Next up, this is a thick one. This is Call Me By Your Name, original soundtrack. You have no idea how hard I had to fight to get this album. So we have Elio and Oliver. Fun fact, my gaming username that I use for everything is based off of Elio from Call Me By Your Name. So on the back it's just got this photo of Timothy Chalamet as Elio. And probably my favorite track on here would be Mystery of Love by Sufjan Stevens. It plays when they're at like the waterfalls, when they go on their little trip. In the book they don't actually go on a trip to waterfalls, they go on a trip to the town, but I'll forgive them. And I also really like Embarqué sur l'Ocean by André Laplante. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm trying my best. I just think beautiful colours, beautiful film. Do I agree with all the plot points? No. But do I enjoy the film? Yes, I do. So that's Call Me By Your Name. Next up we have another Sundara Kama special. This is their most recent and final album. Better Luck Next Time. Better luck next time. It's just this cake. Cake. And this is a 9-track album. I haven't listened to this as much as I would have liked to, but I really love the songs Friends of Mine, Baby Blue, and Wishing Well. Wish again. It's a great album. I think Sundara Kama needs to come back. Sundara Kama, I'm counting on you. And finally for Sundara Kama is their first and best album, Youth Is Only Ever Fun in Retrospect. This is a 12-track album and probably my favorite. I also have their like 7-inch vinyls, but I'm not going to include them in this just because it takes too long. But this album here is 12 tracks. My favorite songs of all time are Happy Family and A Young Understanding. If you are like into kind of like indie rock kind of music, that's definitely like, you would enjoy this album. This is like the holy grail. Youth Is Only Ever Fun in Retrospect, Sundara Kama, greatest album of all time. It's in my top 5. It's probably second. I have one that's in this that's more, but this album's amazing. Also the vinyl, I'm not going to get it out, but it's like a clear vinyl. So cool. Next up, I have the very best of Engelbert Humperdinck. This is a little bit tattered, but I really like this effect. Like, I don't know if you can really see it properly, but a lot of graphic designers, I know that I've used that effect in a lot of my designs, so it's kind of cool to see it in like quite an older like design element. I think that's really awesome. But this has got a lot of his hit songs. Obviously it's called The Very Best of Engelbert Humperdinck. If you're like me and you watched Moon Knight and you heard A Man Without Love, and you felt inspired to listen to greater music, this is one for you. So I really love A Man Without Love, Quando Quando Quando, Release Me, and I also, what's it called? Spanish Eyes. I love putting on these records and just kind of like potting around in my room because they're just so like, I know people always go on about easy listening, but this is definitely easy listening. And I love easy listening, it's beautiful. But yeah, I love the colours of this, and I really like this font. Up here, I think it's really beautiful. The very best of Engelbert Humperdinck. It's a crazy name, but don't let that fool you. Anyways, next up. This is one of my newest additions to my collection. This is Leve's Bewitched album, but this is the Goddess edition, which is the version that comes with a board game. Isn't that so awesome? I love Leve's music. I just think it's amazing. I went to see her film that came out live at the Hollywood Bowl. So amazing. On this album here, it has 18 tracks, and you actually have to run it a bit faster than you do usually have to run a record player, but I didn't know that when I first did this, so it came out like, let me be a dreamer, like slowed and reverb version, so don't make my mistake. But I really love California and Me, because I love anything with an orchestra. I think it's beautiful. Letter to My 13-year-old Self, It Could Happen to You, and Goddess. But isn't this just a stunning photo? Like, Leve. In this house we love Leve. Alright, next up we've got some really good stuff. First off, this was probably my favorite film of 2024. Challenges. If this doesn't get the Oscar for best score, I think I might go a little bit like crazy. This is such cool vinyl. Are you guys ready? I don't think you are. Are we kidding? Guys, it's so good. If you haven't watched Challenges, you should. You should. Yeah, times 10. Yeah. If you know what I mean. And then Friday afternoons, Opus number 7, New Year Carol, and part 2 of New Year Carol. Beautiful. But it's such a smooth, silky texture of the vinyl. I'm really sad I couldn't get the limited edition one that's kind of like tennis ball themed, like the actual picture discs, but it's still beautiful. I love my challenges. Next up is Troye Sivan's Something to Give Each Other. This is such a beautiful album cover. I know that there's the other one where he's like in between someone's legs, but I really wanted this one. So I ordered this while I was overseas before it came out because it came with a signed insert, which I have sitting somewhere in my room, so which is very cool. But I haven't actually listened to this album outside of the vinyl. I've only listened to it once, and I was like, damn, this kind of bangs. But yeah, Got Me Started, the one that has a sample of that's a tune. I love that song. And I also, Honey was really beautiful. Also In My Room. This is the back. Kind of reminds me of Harry Styles. Yeah, I don't know what the album's called, but this is like a milky clear vinyl. I won't dive too deep into that. But yeah, Troye Sivan. I've been listening to Troye Sivan since his first album. I was a Blue Neighborhood girly. I was a Troy girly. You know, the Tryxe album. Trixie, Troy. I know it's Troy, but like the O is like an X, but I still think it's Trixie. Anyway, next up is the greatest soundtrack, greatest vinyl, the greatest album that was ever made. This is M83, Hurry Up We're Dreaming. This album is, I think, 12 years old this year. And you've most likely heard some of these songs on TikTok, okay? And in films. Apparently Den of Thieves has M83 in it, the second one. I wouldn't know, I hadn't seen it, but this is a, hold on, 20 something so track album. It's got 4 LPs. It says Mirror down here, so that's just because one of these is side 1, one of these is side 2, I think, or it's side 1, side 2, side 1, side 2, can't remember. Like one of these. Cut that out. Anyway, my favorite tracks from this album are When Will You Come Home, Soon My Friend, Outro, Intro, My Tears Are Becoming a Sea, Reunion, Wait, and Year One UFO. I love this album. If you haven't listened to this, don't shuffle it. Don't shuffle it. If you shuffle it, you don't get the experience. Beautiful album. Love it. Next, another one of my favorite, like, how do I say this? Films? It's kind of a musical, but it's a film. It's more a film than a musical, okay? La La Land. I love La La Land. Hold on. I don't know why my phone's being a little bit weird, but La La Land, La La Land. This has got 1 disc. My favorite songs on this are Another Day of Sun, A Lovely Night, Start a Fire, and probably The Fools Who Dream. It's Audition, but The Fools Who Dream. No, Emma Stone. Anyways, so got Emma Stone, and Ryan Gosling. Love Ryan Gosling in Fall Guy, by the way. Great film, really funny. Next up, I have a picture disc. This is Arcade Fire's We album. Doesn't have too many tracks, but I got this for 20 bucks. Brand new. I love The Lightning 1 and 2. So good. But this is a really great album. I really liked Arcade Fire's Everything Now album. I think that's a really beautiful album. I have it on CD, but not vinyl. But I think this is kind of like an eye, an eye, an eye, an eye, an eye, an eye. I think it's beautiful. The next one I actually bought for myself for my 21st. This is Mother Earth's Plantasia by Mort Garson. I don't really know how to explain this one, but it's a banger, first of all. Second of all, it's very, like, chill vibes. I don't really know how to explain it. But it's got 2 sides, 10 tracks. I really like You Don't Have to Walk a Begonia. Swinging Spathiphyllums. I can also hear someone playing the bagpipes. I don't know if you can hear that. If you can hear the bagpipes, I'm really sorry. Anyway, Plantasia is an obvious banger. I also really like Symphony for a Spider Plant. I use this actually a lot in my Instagram stories because they're just kind of like chill music. But it's great. Next up, another Leve. This is Everything I Know About Love. I love Above the Chinese Restaurant. They started out the film with that song playing. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. But I really like Everything I Know About Love, Valentine, Above the Chinese Restaurant, and Falling Behind. These are kind of basic answers, but I don't care. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another 13-track album. Who'd have thunk? But such a beautiful cover. Are we kidding? Stunning. Beautiful. Love it. Now next up is a bit of a throwback, you could say. This is ABBA's Arrival album. My mum actually gifted this to me. Like, gifted? I don't know why I said that. She gave it to me. This is one of her vinyls from when she was younger. Such a great songs. 11 tracks on here, such as Fernando, Money, 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 Knowing Me, Knowing You, My Love, My Life, Dancing Queen, and When I Kiss the Teacher, from the famous films Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again. Knowing Me, Knowing You, such a good song. Okay. If you only know ABBA for Mamma Mia, maybe broaden your horizons. Get some more ABBA in your life. And following on from that theme of things my mother gave me, Sound of Music. I have seen these go for about like $100 new, which I think is utterly ridiculous, but I love this film. Yeah. It's just beautiful music. 16, going on 17, Edelweiss, Climb Every Mountain, Do Re Mi, Sound of Music. Unbelievable. Julie Andrews is such a treasure in this as well. Beautiful film, beautiful soundtrack. Love the cover. We only have a few more before we close out the set. Starting off with a bang, Chapel Roan, Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. The back is this beautiful, beautiful picture of her, and it also doesn't have the track list on it. Otherwise, it does have this. But my favourite tracks would probably have to be Picture You and I'm having to really think about the titles of these songs. I'm just gonna write them down in the caption, or I'll put them on the screen. One of those. But this album, guys, it's pretty good. But yeah, it's Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan. This was such a hassle to buy as well because I keep getting sold out. She blew up too fast. Next up, we've got 3 left. First of all, I have this, which is Bleach's Strange Desire. I'd only really listened to side A of this when I first bought it, because I really loved Bleach's music in the hit film Love, Simon. So it has Wild Heart, Roller Coaster, I Want to Get Better, and Wake Me, which I knew, and then I listened to side 2. Take Me Away and Like a River Runs are probably some of the best things I've ever heard. Also, Yoko Ono is on this album. Those grinds, but like, what? But one of my favorite things I ever did was, with my ex, was that I would joke that Jack Antonoff was in every single band because they didn't know that Jack Antonoff was in Fun. So then from that point onwards, every indie band will be like, oh yeah, Jack Antonoff was in there. He's not. Anyway. Next up, this is another one of my holy grail not primary school, we're talking about high school albums. This is Blanaven's That's Your Lot. They're very similar to Sundara Karma in the way that they promote at the same time. There's a photo of the lead singer from both bands like kissing each other. It was that kind of era, okay guys? So this is the track listing. It's a little bit weird, it's justified. So there's 12 tracks, it's a 12-track album, not 9-track mine, like Charlie Puth. But my favourite songs in here are probably Ode to Joe, I Will Be the World, Prague 99, That's Your Lot, Let's Pray, Orthodox Man, My Bark Is Your Bite, and let me see what happens next. And this opens on this beautiful art. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And for my final record to show you, I have Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is the A24 exclusive version, and it's open at the top, but I don't really like taking it out because this cost me so much money that I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite vinyls. Soundtracks, I don't know, it gets in my top 100 every year. But yeah, that is my vinyl collection. I really hope everyone enjoyed. I know I'm yet to do something actually really ASMR-y. These are all kind of vlog style more, which is kind of bad, but I promise once I get a microphone that's not the one that you can see sitting right there and the one that's sitting under my bed, it's over. 2025 is the leaner year, okay? I promise. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like this video, like it, and you can subscribe to me as well. That would be really awesome. I really appreciated how many people viewed my first video. I honestly thought like 2 people would, so thank you so much. And I will see you on the next one. Mwah. Thanks.